Kaayena Vaacaa Manase ndriyair-Vaa Buddhyatmanava Prakrteh Svabhaavaat Karomi Yad-Yat-Sakalam Parasmai Naaraayannayeti Samarpayaami. Let's begin. Ekam inhale, hands up, palms touch, look at your thumbs. Do a exhale, fold forward, hands to the mat, bow your head to your knees. Trini inhale, look forward, plant the hands, jump or step back. Chaturanga exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Pancha inhale, upward facing dog. And Shat exhale, downward facing dog. As you move into this first downward facing dog, spread the fingers. Press down through the heels and gaze to the navel. Create that deep breathing with sound, in and out through the nose. Notice how I draw my navel in towards the spine as I exhale, engaging your upward flying lock, Uddiyana Bandha. And my palms are glued to the mat, pressing through my index fingers and thumbs. After your fifth breath, look forward, bend the knees, jump or step to the top of your mat, feet together. Inhale, lengthen, look forward, Sapta. Exhale, fold forward, bow your head to your knees, Ashtanga. Inhale, hands up, palms together, look at your thumbs, Nava. Exhale, arms to the sides, back to Samastitihi. Ekam inhale, hands up, palms touch. Do a exhale, fold forward, hands to the mat, head to the knees. Trini inhale, look forward, jump or step back. Chaturanga exhale, lower chaturanga. Pancha inhale, upward facing dog. And Shat exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breathing with sound. Breathing for 1. Breathing for 2, grounding the heels and toes. Breathing for 3, gazing towards the navel. Breathing for 4, squeeze the kneecaps. Breathing for 5. Look forward, jump or step to the top of your mat. Inhale, lengthen, look forward, Sapta. Exhale, fold forward, head to knees, Ashtanga. Inhale, hands up, palms together, look at your thumbs, Nava. Exhale, arms down, Samastitihi. Again, Ekam inhale, hands up, palms touch. Due, exhale, fold forward, hands to the mat, head to the knees. Trini inhale, look forward, jump or step back. Chaturanga exhale, chaturanga. Pancha inhale, up dog. And Shat, downward facing dog, exhaling. Deep breathing with sound for 5. Breathing for 1. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. Breathing for 5. Look forward, jump or step to the top of your mat. Inhale, lengthen, Sapta. Exhale, bow your head to your knees, Ashtanga. Inhaling, hands up, palms touch, look at your thumbs, Nava. Exhaling, arms down, Samastitihi. Ekam, inhale, hands up, palms touch. Due, exhale, fold forward, head to the knees. Trini inhale, look forward, plant the hands, jump or step back. Chaturanga exhale, chaturanga. Pancha inhale, upward facing dog. Shat exhale, downward facing dog. Make sure your feet are spread, hip width apart. Tilt your tailbone, gaze to your navel, breathing for 1, armpits to the feet. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. Breathing for 5. Look forward, bend the knees, jump or step to the top of your mat. Inhale, lengthen, Sapta. Exhale, fold, Ashtau. Inhale, hands up, palms touch, look at your thumbs, Nava. Exhale, arms down, Samastitihi. Ekam, inhale. Due, exhale. Trini, inhale. Jump back, Shutvare, exhale. Pancha, inhale. Shat, exhale. Downward facing dog. Spread the fingers. Breathing for 1, chin to the chest, looking toward your navel. Breathing for 2, grounding the heels and toes, feet hip width. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. Breathing for 5. Look forward, jump or step to the top of your mat. Inhale, lengthen, Sapta. Exhale, Ashtau. Inhale, hands up, palms touch, look at your thumbs, Nava. Exhale, Samastitihi. Surya Namaskara B, bend your knees. Inhale, hands up, palms touch, look at your thumbs. Exhale, fold straight legs, head to the knees. Inhale, look forward. Plant your hands, jump or step back. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step your right foot between your hands, pivot and plant your left foot flat. Inhale, hands up, look at your thumbs, Virabhadrasana. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, lower down, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Step your left foot through, pivot your right. Inhale, hands up, palms touch, look at your thumbs. Exhale, plant the hands, step it back to plank and lower down to Chaturanga. Inhaling, upward facing dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Deep breathing with sound. Breathing for 1. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. Breathing for 5. Look forward, bend your knees, jump or step to the top of your mat, feet together. Inhale, lengthen, look forward. Exhaling, fold, bow your head to your knees. Bend your knees, inhale, reach up, palms press, look at your thumbs, Utkatasana. Exhale, arms down, straight legs, Samastitihi. 2 more, bend the knees. Inhaling, hands up, palms touch, Ekam. Exhale, fold straight legs, head to the knees, Due. Inhale, look forward, Trini. Plant the hands, jump or step back. Exhale, Chaturanga, Shutvare. Inhale, up dog, Pancha. Exhale, down dog, Shat. Sapta, right foot forward, pivot the left. Inhale, hands up, Virabhadrasana. Ashtau, exhale, Chaturanga, Dandasana. Nava, up dog, inhale. Dasha, down dog, exhale. Ekadasha, left foot forward, pivot the right, inhale. Hands up, look at your thumbs. Dwadasha, exhale, leg back, lower, Chaturanga. Trayodasha, inhale, up dog. Chaturtasha, exhale, downward facing dog. Holding here for 5 slow, deep breaths. Breathing for 1. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. Breathing. 4, 5. Look forward. Jump or step to the top of your mat. Feet together. Inhale, lengthen. Panchadasha. Exhale, fold forward. Shodasha. Bend your knees. Inhale, hands up. Look at your thumbs. Palms together. Saptadasha. Exhale, Samastitihi. Bend your knees. Inhaling, hands up. Palms touch. Ekam. Exhaling, fold. Straight legs, head to knees. Due. Inhale, look forward. Trini. Jump or step back. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Pancha. Exhale, down dog. Shat. Sapta, right foot forward, pivot the left. Inhale, hands up. Ashtau, exhale, Chaturanga. Nava, inhale, up dog. Dasha, exhale, down dog. Ekadasha, left foot forward, pivot the right. Inhale, hands up. Dwadasha, exhale, Chaturanga. Trayodasha, inhale, up dog. Chaturtasha, exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing for 1. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. Breathing for 5. As you finish your 5th exhale, look forward. Jump or step to the top of your mat, feet together. Inhale, look forward, Panchadasha. Exhale, bow your head to your knees, Shodasha. Bend your knees, inhale, hands up, palms touch, look at your thumbs, Saptadasha. Exhale, straight legs, Samastitihi. Bend your knees, inhaling, hands up, Ekam. Exhaling, fold forward, head to the knees, Due. Inhale, lengthen, Trini. Jump back, exhale, Chaturanga, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, Pancha. Exhale, down dog, Shat. Sapta, right foot forward, pivot the left. Inhale, hands up. Ashtau, exhale, Chaturanga. Nava, inhale, up dog. Dasha, exhale, down dog. Left foot forward, pivot the right. Inhale, hands up. Dwadasha, exhale, Chaturanga. Trayodasha, inhale. Chaturtasha, exhale. Deep breathing with sound for 1. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. Breathing for 5. Look forward, jump or step to the top of your mat. Inhale, Panchadasha. Exhale, fold Shodasha. Bend your knees. Inhale, hands up, Saptadasha. Exhale, Samastitihi. Last Surya Namaskara B. Bend the knees. Inhale, hands up, palms touch. Look at your thumbs. Ekam. Exhale, fold, head to knees. Due. Inhale, lengthen, Trini. Jump back, exhale, Chaturanga, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, Pancha. Exhale, down dog, Shat. Sapta, right foot forward, pivot the left. Inhale. Ashtau, Chaturanga, exhale. Up dog, Nava, inhale. Down dog, Dasha, exhale. Ekadasha, left foot forward, pivot the right. Inhale. Dwadasha, exhale. Trayodasha, inhale. Chaturtasha, exhale. Breathing for 1. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. And 5. Look forward. Jump or step to the top of your mat. Inhale, Panchadasha. Exhale, fold Shodasha. Bend your knees. Inhale, hands up, palms touch. Look at your thumbs. Saptadasha. Exhale, Samastitihi. Padangustasana. Jump or step your feet hip width. Inhale, hands to the waist. Look up. Exhale, fold forward, flat back. Grab your big toes with your peace fingers. Inhale, lengthen, look forward. Exhaling and fold, belly to the thighs, head between the knees, drishti to the nose, breathing for 1. Breathing for 2, tilt the tailbone, bend the elbows. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. Breathing for 5. Inhale, head up, look forward. Exhale, Parahastasana. Slide your hands under your feet, toes to the wrists. Inhale, lengthen, look forward again, stretch. And exhale, fold, belly to the thighs, head between the knees, drishti to the nose, breathing for 1. Bend at the elbows. Lengthen the spine, breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. Breathing for 5. Inhale, head up, look forward. Exhale, release your hands. Bring your hands to your waist. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, jump or step your feet back together, Samastitihi. Uttita Trikonasana. Inhale, step out with your right foot, pivot your feet to the back of your mat, arms extend. Exhale, reach over your right leg, grab your right big toe with the peace fingers of your right hand. As your left hand reaches up, look up. Deep breathing with sound for 1. Squeeze the kneecaps. Breathing for 2. Draw your navel inside. Breathing for 3. Squeeze your arm muscles. Breathing for 4. And 5. Inhale, come on up. Pivot your feet to the front of your mat. Exhale, reach and grab your left big toe. Right hand reaches up, look up. Breathing for 1. Squeeze the kneecaps, hips forward, head back. Breathing for 2. Belly inside. Breathing for 3. Grounding down into the feet. Breathing for 4. And 5. Inhale, come up. Pivot your feet to the back of your mat. Exhale and twist and fold. Pavrita Trikonasana. Bring your left hand down next to your right foot. Twist. Bring your right hand to the sky and look up. Ground your back foot. Heels are about in alignment for 5 deep breaths. Breathing for 2. Belly inside. Chin towards that right shoulder. 4. Breathing 3. Breathing 2. And 1. Inhale, come up. Pivot, turn to the front of your mat. And exhale, fold. Bring your right hand down next to your left foot. Bring your left hand to the sky, look up. Breathing for 1. Chin towards that left shoulder. Breathing for 2. Squeeze the kneecaps. Breathing for 3. Draw the navel in. Breathing for 4. And 5. Inhale, come up. Exhale, step back to the top of your mat. Samastitihi. Uttita Parsva Konasana. Inhaling, step out with your right foot and take a wide stance, pivoting your feet to the back of your mat, arms extend. Exhale, bend the right knee, place the right hand on the outside of the foot as the left hand reaches up over the ear, gazing up towards the hand. Ground your back foot, breathing for 2. Feel your right heel pressing into the floor. 3, belly inside. Breathing for 4. And 5. Inhale, come up, pivot, turn, other side, bend the left knee, left hand down on the outside, right arm over the head, gazes up, squeeze the right kneecap, breathing here for 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, come up, pivot, turn, bend the right knee again and twist. Pavrita Parsvakonasana, taking your left armpit to the outside of your right thigh. Ground your left hand next to your right foot. Take your right arm up over your ear, reaching over the front of your mat and gaze up. Breathing for 1. Breathing for 2. Squeeze the left kneecap, belly inside. 3. Breathing for 4. Breathing for 5. Inhale, come up, extend the arms and legs, pivot your feet. Exhale, bend your left knee and twist, hooking your right armpit to the outside of your thigh, grounding that hand next to the foot. Taking your left arm up over your ear, reaching over the front of your mat, breathing for 1. Gazes up, breathing for 2, 3, 4, breathing for 5. Inhaling, come up, extend the arms and legs. Exhaling, top of the mat, Samastitihi. This next pose is called Prasarita Paratanasana. 4 variations. Hands to the waist. Inhale, take a wide step out to the right and turn the toes inward. Exhale, fold forward, bring your hands to the floor. Inhale, lengthen, look forward. Exhaling and fold, walking the hands through the feet, bowing the head down to the floor, tilting the tailbone, breathing for 1. Elbows bent at a 90-degree angle. Breathing for 2, working your head to the floor between your feet. Breathing for 3, squeeze up the kneecaps. Breathing for 4, gently looking at your nose. And breathing for 5. After your 5th breath, inhale, look forward, keep your hands glued to the mat. Then exhale, stay there, and place your hands on your waist. Inhaling, come to a standing position. Look up, and exhaling back to center. Second one, inhale, stretch the arms out. Exhale, hands to the waist. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, look up, squeezing the elbows back, exhaling and fold. In this variation, we're going to keep our hands on our waist and try to squeeze the shoulder blades, relax the neck, look at the nose, breathing for 1, tilt the tailbone. Breathing for 2, squeeze the kneecaps. Breathing for 3, ground down into the feet. Breathing for 4. Breathing for 5. After your 5th breath, you're going to lift your head and inhale, slowly come all the way up. Look up and exhale back to center. Number 3. Inhale, stretch the arms out to the sides. Exhale, interlace your fingers behind your back. Squeeze your palms. Inhale, look up, roll the shoulder blades together. Exhale, fold forward. Bring your belly between your thighs and work your hands to the floor. Try to keep the palms together and the wrists straight. Breathing for 1, squeeze the kneecaps. Breathing for 2, gaze to your nose. Breathing for 3, draw the navel inside. Breathing for 4, keep working your hands to the floor. And 5. After your 5th breath, lift your head. Inhale, keep your hands clasped. Come all the way up, look up. Exhaling, hands to the waist. Last variation. Inhale, look up, lengthen the spine. Exhaling, folding forward, reaching for your big toes with your peace fingers. Inhale, look forward, lengthen. Exhaling and fold. Notice how I bend my elbows to a 90-degree angle, working the crown of my head to the floor between my feet. Breathing for 2, draw the navel in. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. And 5. On the inhale, lift the head, look forward. Exhale, bring your hands to your waist. Inhale, stand up. And exhale, step it back to the top of your mat, feet together, arms down, Samastitihi. Parsva Tonasana. Bring your hands behind your back in a reverse namaste position, trying to get them up between the shoulder blades. Inhale, step back with your right foot, pivot, turn, face the back of your mat, straight legs. Exhale, fold over the right leg, belly to the thigh, chin to the shin. The heels should be aligned, the kneecaps lifting, drishti to the nose, breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. And 5. Inhale, come up, pivot, turn, facing the front of your mat, lengthen. And exhaling, fold over the left leg. Belly to the thigh, chin to the shin, palms pressing together, breathing for 1. Breathing for 2. 3. 4. And 5. Inhaling, come up. And exhale, step back to the top of your mat, feet together, arms down, Samastitihi. Uttita Hasta Parangustasana. Go ahead and shift the weight of your body into your left foot. Inhale, grab your right big toe with the peace fingers of your right hand, extend the leg, and exhale, bow your chin to your shin, breathing for 1. 2, left hand is on the hip or waist. 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, open the leg to the right. Look to your left, belly inside, breathing for 1. Shoulders back, 2. Left leg is straight, 3. Breathing for 4. And 5. Inhale, swing the leg back to center. Exhale, bow your chin to your shin. Inhale, head up. Exhale, hands to the waist. Point the toe, breathing for 1. Lift the leg, 2. 3. Shoulders back. Breathing for 4. And 5. Flex the foot and slowly lower to Samastitihi. Shift the weight into your right leg. Right hand to the hip or waist. Inhale, grab your left big toe with the peace fingers of your left hand. Extend the leg. Exhale, bow, chin to the shin. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, head up. Exhale, open the leg to the left side. Look to your right side. Breathing for 1. Tuck that tailbone. 2. Breathing 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, swing the leg back to center. Exhale, bow the chin to touch the shin. Inhale, head up. Exhale, hands to the waist. Extend the leg. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, keep lifting, breathing for 4, and 5. Exhale, release, Samastitihi. Ardha Baddha Padmottanasana. Lift your right foot up into your left hip crease. Bring the heel into the abdomen. Take your right arm around your back, catch your right foot, and exhale. Fold forward, bringing your left hand to the floor next to your left foot, bowing your chin to your shin, looking at your big toe, breathing for 1, the left big toe. 2, breathing for 3, keeping that left leg straight if you can. 4, breathing for 5. After your 5th breath, you're going to inhale, look forward. Exhale, soften the left knee. Inhale, slowly come back up to standing. Exhale, feet together, arms down, Samastitihi. Let's do the other side. Bring the weight into the right foot. Inhale, take your left foot up into your right hip crease, heel into the abdomen. Take your left arm, wrap it around your back, and exhale, fold forward. Plant the hand next to the right foot, bow your chin to your shin, look at your right big toe, breathing for 1, breathing for 2, breathing for 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, soften the right knee. Inhale, slowly come up to standing. And exhale, feet together, arms down, Samastitihi. Now let's take a Vinyasa. So from Samastitihi, we're going to inhale, hands up, palms together, look at your thumbs. Exhale, fold forward, bow, hands to the mat, head to the knees. Inhale, look forward, plant the hands, jump back, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look forward, jump to the top of your mat, feet together, knees together, bend the knees. Inhale, hands up, look at your thumbs, palms press, Utkatasana. Notice the straight line from my hands to my heels, bending my knees, hinging from the hips, belly inside. After 5 breaths, exhale, straight legs fold forward. Inhale, look forward, jump or step back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhaling to downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward, pivot your left. Inhale, Virabhadrasana. Hands up, look at your thumbs, breathing for 2, 3, bending that front knee to 90 degrees, 4, and 5. Inhale, straighten the leg, pivot, turn to the back of your mat. Exhale, bend the left knee, gazes up, breathing for 2, breathing for 3, breathing for 4, and 5. Inhale, open the arms to warrior 2. You may need to adjust your feet, breathing for 1, look at your left hand. Breathing for 2, tuck the tailbone. Breathing for 3, squeeze the right kneecap. Breathing for 4 and 5. Inhale, straighten the left leg, pivot your feet to the front of your mat, bend your right knee, look at your right hand, breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Exhale, plant your hands, step back and lower down chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhaling to downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, we're going to enter the seated position. So look forward, jump or step through to a seated position and extend the legs. The first seated pose is called Dandasana. Bring your hands under your shoulders, bow your chin to your chest, shoulders back, feet flex, belly inside. Breathing for 3, breathing for 4, and 5. Exhale, grab your big toes with your peace fingers. Inhale, head up, Paschimottanasana. Exhale, fold forward, belly to thighs, chin to shins. Breathing for 1, you can look towards your toes. Breathing for 2, bending the elbows to the floor. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. Breathing for 5. Inhale, head up, look up. Exhale, take your toes to your wrists, hands on top of the feet. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold. As you pull on your feet, bend your elbows, belly to thighs, chin to shins. Breathing for 1. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. And 5. Inhale, head up, look up, interlace your fingers around the bottoms of your feet. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold. Belly to thighs, face into the legs. If you want to hold your left wrist here, you can do that. If you can go deeper, elbows to the floor. Breathing for 2. Belly in. Squeeze the kneecaps. 3. Breathing for 4. And 5. On your inhale, lift your head. Exhale, release your hands. Let's take a vinyasa. So cross your legs. Lift up. It's taking me a minute here. Lift up, jump or step back. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhaling to downward facing dog. Look forward, jump through to a seated position. Extend the legs. Bring the hands behind the back on the mat about 6 to 12 inches, turning the fingers in. Purvottanasana, point the toes. Inhale, press down, lift up, head back, drishti to the nose. Breathing for 5, squeeze the shoulder blades. Breathing for 4, touch the toes to the floor. Breathing for 3, squeeze your back muscles. Breathing for 2. And 1. Exhale, lower down, and let's take another vinyasa. Cross the legs, lift up, jump back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look forward, jump through to a seated position. Extend the legs. Ardha Baddha Padma, Paschimottanasana. Take your right foot into half lotus. Wrap your right arm around your back. Grab your foot. Take your left peace fingers around the left big toe and bend the elbow to the floor, chin to shin. Breathing for 1. Work your knee to the floor. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Looking towards the toe. 4. Breathing for 5. Inhaling, head up. Exhaling, release. Take a vinyasa. Cross the legs. Lift up. Jump or step back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look forward. Jump through to a seated position. Extend the legs, take the left foot into half lotus. Wrap your left arm around your back, grab your foot, take your right peace fingers around the big toe, and exhale, fold. Bringing that left knee to the floor and the elbow to the floor. Breathing for 1. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. And 5. After your 5th breath, inhale, lift the head. Exhale, release the pose. Take a vinyasa. Cross the legs, lift up. Jump or step back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Jump through to a seated position. If you want to jump through, bending your right knee, coming right into the pose, you can. Extending the left leg. Trianga Mukha Ekapara Paschimottanasana. Roll the calf away from the thigh, ground the sits bones. Thighs are together. Straight left leg. Inhale. Catch your right wrist. Bind your hands around the bottom of your foot. And exhale, fold. Chin to shin. Breathing for 1. You can sit on a block here if you need it. Breathing for 2. Belly inside. Breathing for 3, send the tailbone back. Looking to the toe, chin to shin, breathing for 4. Breathing for 5. Inhaling, head up. Exhaling, release. You can jump back from here or cross your legs and take a vinyasa. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Again, jumping through to a seated position or jumping through with the left knee bent and the right leg extending. Ground the sits bones, move the calf away from the hip. Inhale, catch your left wrist, bind your hands around the bottom of your foot, look up. Exhale, fold, bring the chin to the shin, elbows to the floor. Send the tailbone back, breathing for 1. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3, belly in. Breathing for 4. Breathing for 5. Inhale, head up. Exhale, release. Jump back, exhale. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Inhaling, come back through to a seated position. We're going to do Janu Shirsasana, A through C. So we're going to bring the bottom of the right foot into the left thigh so the legs are at a 90-degree angle. Catch your right wrist, bind your hands around the bottom of your foot. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, fold. Bending the elbows to the floor, breathing for 1. Ground the right sits bone, look to the toe. Breathing for 2, belly inside, always. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. And 5. Inhale, head up. Exhale, release, and we're going to take a vinyasa. Cross lift up, jump or step back. Exhaling, chaturanga. Inhaling, upward facing dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Look forward, jump through to a seated position. Extend the legs and bring the bottom of the left foot into the right thigh so the legs are at a 90-degree angle. Catch the left wrist, bind your hands around the bottom of your right foot. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Chin to shin, breathing for 1. Ground your left sits bone, breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. Breathing for 5. After your 5th breath, you're going to inhale, lift the head. Exhaling, release, and take a vinyasa. Cross the legs, lift up. A jump or step back. Exhale. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And jump through to a seated position. Janu Shirsasana B. Bring your right foot into your left thigh, and then you're going to lift yourself up and bring your heel between your sits bones as you sit on your foot. Grab your right wrist, bind your hands, inhale, lengthen, and exhale, fold. Breathing for 1, squeeze the pelvic floor. Breathing for 2, notice how my knee is pointing out, not down the front of my mat. Breathing for 3, if you need to sit on a block, you can. Breathing for 4, squeeze the left kneecap. Breathing for 5, inhaling, head up, exhaling, release, and take a vinyasa. Cross the legs, lift up, jump or step back, exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Look forward, bend the knees, jump or step to the top of your mat, feet together, and extend the legs. Bring your left foot into your right thigh, lift up, sit on the heel. Inhale, catch your left wrist, bind your hands around the bottom of your foot, look up, and exhale, fold chin to the shin. Breathing for 1, squeezing the right kneecap. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. And 5. Inhaling, head up, exhaling, release. And let's take another vinyasa. Cross the legs, lift up, jump or step back, exhaling, chaturanga. Inhaling, upward facing dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Look forward. Bend the knees and jump through to a seated position. Janu Shirsasana C. This one's a little tricky, so you're going to bring the toes to the floor as you cup the left inner thigh with the right arch. Bring the knee down, grab your right wrist, bind your hands around the bottom of your foot, inhale, lengthen, and exhale, fold. Bend your elbows to the floor, breathing for 1. So your right foot should be perpendicular to the floor. This should be very uncomfortable with the toes. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. Breathing for 5. After your 5th breath, inhale, head up. Exhale, release. And let's take another vinyasa. The vinyasas are here to make you stronger. Cross your legs, lift up, jump or step back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Come through to a seated position. Extend the legs. Bring your left heel up into your right groin. Bring the knee down towards the floor. Inhaling, catch your left wrist, bind your hands around the bottom of your foot, and exhaling and fold as you bring your elbows to the floor, chin to the shin. Breathing for 1, pushing your left heel into your right thigh. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. If sitting up on a block helps you, do it. 4 and 5. Inhaling, head up. Exhaling, release the pose, and let's take another vinyasa. Cross the legs, lift up, jump or step back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look forward, bend the knees, jump through to a seated position. Pavrita Janu Shirsasana. Bring your right foot into your left thigh and bring your left hand onto your right knee. Take your right arm over your head and catch your left foot as you gaze up. This is an open twist. Breathing for 1. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. And 5. Inhaling, come up. Exhale, extend the leg, and let's take another vinyasa. Cross the legs, lift up, jump or step back. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhaling to upward facing dog. Exhaling to downward facing dog. Look forward, bend the knees, jump through to a seated position. Bring the left foot into the right thigh so the legs are at 90 degrees. Twist, take your right hand to your left knee. Take your left arm up and over, catching your right foot, and gaze up. Twisting, breathing for 1. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4 and 5. Inhale, come up. Exhale, release, and take a vinyasa. Cross your legs, lift up, jump or step back. Exhaling, chaturanga. Inhaling, upward facing. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Look forward, jump or step through to a seated position. Extend the legs. Bend your right knee up towards your shoulder, Marichyasana A. Wrap your right armpit around your shin, wrap your left arm around your back and hold your left wrist. Flex your left foot and bow your chin to touch your left shin as you work to keep your right sits bone on the ground. Breathing for 1, look towards your left big toe. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4 and 5. Inhaling, head up. Exhaling, release, and take a vinyasa. Cross your legs, lift up, inhale, jump or step back, chaturanga, exhale. Urdhva Mukha, up dog, inhale. Adho Mukha, downward facing dog, exhale. Look forward and jump through to a seated position. Extend the legs, bend the left knee, bring the left knee towards the shoulder and wrap your left armpit around your left shin. Wrap your right arm around your back, catch your right wrist, and exhale, bow your chin towards your right shin, grounding through the left sits bone. Breathing for 1, look towards the right toes. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. And 5. Inhaling, head up. Exhaling, release the leg and take another vinyasa. Cross the legs. Inhale, lift up. Jump or step back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Jump through to a seated position for Marichyasana B. This is a little more challenging. If it's difficult for you, just do A again. Starting with your left foot in half lotus, bend your right knee up towards your shoulder. Wrap your right arm around your shin and wrap your left arm around your back, holding onto your left wrist. Exhale, bow your chin towards the floor. Breathing for 1. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. Breathing for 5. After your 5th breath, inhale, lift the head, come up. And exhale, release the legs and arms from the posture. Let's take a vinyasa. Cross the legs, inhale, lift up. Jump or step back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, jump through to a seated position. Take your right foot into half lotus first, bending the left knee up towards the shoulder. Take your left shoulder inside of your left leg and wrap your armpit around your shin. Wrap your right arm around your back, hold your right wrist. And exhale, fold, bowing your head towards the floor. Breathing for 1. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. Breathing for 5. After your 5th breath, inhale, lift the head. Exhale, release the pose. Cross the legs. Lift up, inhaling. Jump or step back. Chaturanga. Exhaling. Up dog, inhaling. Down dog, exhaling. Look forward, jump through to a seated position for Marichyasana C. Extend the legs. Again, bend the right knee up towards the shoulder. This time you're going to take your left armpit up and over the right thigh. Flex the left foot. Wrap your left arm around your right leg. Wrap your right arm around your back. Bind your hands. Ground your sits bones. Inhale to lengthen up. And exhale to twist as you gaze back over your right shoulder. Breathing for 1, belly in. Breathing for 2, squeeze the left kneecap. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. And 5. Exhale, slowly unwind. And let's take a vinyasa. Cross the legs, inhale, lift up. Jump or step back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Come through to a seated position. Extend the legs. Bend the left knee up towards the left shoulder. Take your right armpit across the thigh. Wrap your right arm around your leg. Wrap your left arm around your back and bind your hands. Flex your right foot and ground your left sits bone. Twist and look back. Breathing for 1. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. And 5. Exhale, slowly unwind, and let's take another vinyasa. Cross the legs, lift up, inhaling. Jump or step back, chaturanga, exhaling. Up dog, inhaling. Down dog, exhaling. Our next pose, Marichyasana D, is a very deep bind. So if it's difficult on your hips and knees, do C again. Now we're going to bring our left foot into half lotus first. Bend your right knee up towards your shoulder. Take your left armpit across the thigh and wrap your arm around your right leg. Take your right arm around your back and bind your hands. And twist. No need to ground the sits bones here. Breathing for 1, look back. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. 4. And 5. Exhaling, slowly release the pose. And take your vinyasa. Cross, lift up, jump or step back, exhaling, chaturanga. Inhaling, upward facing dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Coming through to a seated position. Go ahead and bring your right foot into half lotus first. Bend your left knee up towards your left shoulder. Take your right arm across and over, wrapping your right arm around your left leg. Taking your left arm behind your back to bind your hands. And look over your left shoulder. Breathing for 1. Breathing for 2. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 4. And 5. As you exhale, release the posture and let's take a vinyasa. Cross lift up, inhale. Jump or step back, chaturanga. Exhale. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Jump through to a seated position. Inhale. Lift the legs up. We're moving right into Navasana. Arms parallel with the floor. Look at your toes. Breathing for 1. We're going to do this 5 times. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Ready? Hands down, cross. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, extend. Breathing for 1. Look at your toes. 2. Straighten your back. 3, 4, and 5. Hands down, cross. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, extend. Number 3. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Hands down, cross. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, extend. Back into Navasana. 1. Breathing for 2, 3, 4, and 5. Cross. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last one, extend. Breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Cross. Inhale, lift up. Jump or step back. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhaling, upward facing dog. And exhaling, downward facing dog. We're going to enter the next posture from downward facing dog, Bhuja Pidasana. Look forward, jump your feet around the front of your hands from the outside, balancing on your upper arms. Cross your right foot over your left and bend at your elbows, working your chin down to the mat. This is an arm balance, holding here for 5 slow, deep breaths with every exhale, trying to get that chin a little closer to the floor. After your 5th breath, inhale, we're moving into Tittibhasana, fireflies, just for a transition. Lift the butt, swing the legs back, and jump. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhaling to upward facing dog. Exhaling to downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, we're going to enter the pose similarly to the last one. Jump your feet around your hands, in front of your hands, digging your shoulders underneath your knees. This is Kurmasana. And we're going to lower slowly down from an arm balance onto our sits bones. We're going to extend the legs as we reach the arms back, trying to get those knees over the shoulders. The feet should be spread about mat distance. Working the shoulders to the floor, lifting the feet up, breathing for 5. Slow, deep breaths. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to move into Supta Kurmasana. We're going to wiggle our feet about hip width. Now it's really important here to catch the hands first. If you can't catch your hands, don't cross your ankles because that's going to do damage to your lower back over time. So bind your hands around your back. And if you're new to this, just keep your feet hip width and flex the feet with the knees bent and stay here. If you want to go deeper, keeping those hands bound, cross your right foot over your left and tuck your head down between your legs for this pose. Take 5 slow, deep breaths, breathing here. After your 5th breath, you're going to lift up from Tittibhasana, lift the butt, swing the legs back, and exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhaling to downward facing dog. Jump back through to a seated position. And let's bring the legs into a lotus posture. Right leg first, Garbha Pindasana. Left leg comes on top of the right. Then you're going to thread your right arm between your calf and thigh above the left foot, getting your arm all the way through past the elbow. Then take your left arm through your leg above the right foot, getting past your elbow. And then once your arms are through, bring your hands to your face, breathing for 5, breathing for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then we're going to roll around in a circle to the right along the edge of the spine 9 times. However many times you need to do it to get in a circle. Once you've rolled around 9 times or you've come back around to the front, lift up. This is Kukutasana. Breathing for 5. Lift those knees up. 4. Look forward. 3. Knees up. 2. And 1. Exhale. Lower down. Stay in a lotus position. We're going to roll forward onto the knees. Bring the elbows underneath the rib cage. Lift up, extend the legs. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhaling to downward facing dog. Good. Look forward and jump through to a seated position. Extend the legs, and then we're going to move into Baddha Konasana. Bring the bottoms of the feet together, pull the heels towards the tailbone. Take your thumbs to the arches of your feet, press your elbows into your legs. Inhale, lengthen up. And exhaling, fold. Work your belly towards your heels. Work your chin to the floor, keeping a nice flat back, keeping the shoulders away from the ears. Breathing here for 5. Breathing for 4. 3. 2. And 1. Inhaling, come up. Exhaling, round the back. Press the elbows into the thighs, and we're working the crown of our head to our big toes. Breathing for 5. Pull the navel in. Breathing for 4. 3. 2. And 1. Good. Inhaling, slowly come up. Exhaling, release the feet. And let's take another vinyasa. Cross the legs, lift up. Jump or step back. Exhaling, chaturanga. Inhaling, upward facing dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Inhale, come through to a seated position for Upavishta Konasana. We're going to spread the legs wide. Grab your big toes with your peace fingers. Inhale, lengthen up, and exhale, fold. Belly and chin to the floor. Breathing for 1, toes pointing to the sky, kneecaps squeezing. Breathing for 4. Breathing for 3. Breathing for 2. And 1. Now inhale, lift up. We're going to balance on the sits bones, hold the toes, drop the head back, spread the legs for 5. Breathing for 4. Squeeze your abdomen. 3, 2, and 1. Cross the legs in, lift up. Inhale, jump or step back. Chaturanga, exhale. Urdhva Mukha, inhale. Adho Mukha, exhale. From downward facing dog, we're going to jump or step through to a seated position, extend the legs, and slowly roll on down to your back. Supta Konasana. Bring your toes to the floor above your head. Grab your big toes with your peace fingers, spread your legs wide, lift your tailbone, balance on your shoulder blades, breathing for 5, breathing for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, roll up with straight legs, and exhale, land on the calves, touch the chin to the floor. Inhale, head up. Exhale, release. Take a vinyasa. Cross, lift up, jump or step back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Inhaling, come through to a seated position, straight legs, and lay down. This next pose, Suptarda Parivriteka Padasana. From a laying down position, you're going to grab your right big toe with the peace fingers of your right hand and wrap your right arm around the back of your head as you catch the right foot with the left elbow crease. Peek up over your shin, flex your left foot, ground your left calf, and breathe for 5. Breathing for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, slowly release the leg back down to the ground. Catch the left big toe with the peace fingers of the left hand. Swing the left arm behind your head. Bring the left foot into the right elbow crease. Peek up over the shin as you flex your right foot, ground your right calf. Breathing for 1. Breathing for 2. 3, 4, and 5. Exhale, slowly release. Now from here we do a pose called Chikitsa, which is a backward somersault into Chaturanga Dandasana. I've had a little issue with my shoulder, so it's not perfect. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And then inhaling, come back through to a seated position and roll on down to your back. Supta Parangustasana. Point your left toes and ground your left leg. Grab your right big toe with the peace fingers of your right hand and extend your leg. Inhale. Exhale, bring your chin to your shin, breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, lower the head. Exhale, open the leg to the right. Turn your head, look to the left, breathing for 2, breathing for 3, breathing for 4, and 5. After your 5th breath, inhaling, come on up with the leg. Exhaling, bring the chin to the shin. Inhaling, lower the head, and exhale, release the leg. Inhale, catch your left big toe with the peace fingers of your left hand, point your right toes, and exhale, bring your chin to touch your shin, breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, lower the head, and exhale, open the leg to the left side. Turn your head and look to your right side, breathing for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhaling, bring the leg back up. Exhaling, chin to shin. Inhaling, head down. Exhaling, release the leg. Now you can take Trikonasana again, that backward somersault to Chaturanga, or simply sit up. Step back, exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. And inhale, come back through to a seated position. Slowly roll on down to your back. Ubaya Parangustasana. Bring your legs up over the crown of your head to the floor. Reach your arms up by your ears and grab your big toes. On an inhale, roll up, balance on the sits bones, point the toes, head back. Breathing for 1, looking at your nose. Breathing for 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bring the legs in, cross. Inhale, lift up. Jump or step back. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look forward, bend the knees, jump through to a seated position. Straight legs, lay down. This next pose is similar to the last. Urdhva Mukha Paschimottanasana. Go ahead and bring your legs up over the crown of your head in a plow pose. Reach your arms by your ears, grabbing for your heels or calves. Straight legs. Inhale, roll up, balance on the sits bones. This time you're going to bring your elbows around the backs of your calves and work your chin to your shins, pointing your toes, breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, head back. Exhale, release. Cross the legs, lift up. Jump or step back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Look forward and jump through to a seated position as we move into the last pose of the primary series before we move to closing postures. Set 2, Bandhasana. From here, we're going to bend the knees out to the sides, pointing the toes out to either sides, resting the outer edges of the feet on the mat. We're going to prop ourselves up onto the crown of our head. You can use your elbows for support here. If you don't need them, you're going to cross your arms over your shoulders. And then press down through the head and feet and lift up, working towards straight legs and working towards the forehead. Breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, lower down. You can take that Chakrasana again or slowly sit up. And take a Vinyasa. Inhale, cross, lift up. Jump or step back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhaling, downward facing. Inhaling, come through to a seated position. Straight legs lay down. We're going to move into Urdhva Dhanurasana, upward facing bow pose. We will start with 2 bridges. So straighten the legs, extend the arms, and slowly roll on down to your back. The first 2 are warm-ups. Bend the knees, bring the heels next to the hips, spreading the feet mat width. Grab your ankles, tuck your shoulder blades up underneath your body. Press down, inhale, lift up, move the chest up and the chin away from the chest as you breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, back up, number 2. Squeeze the butt, squeeze the shoulders for 5. Breathing for 4, lift the chest. 3, move the chin away from the chest. 2, and 1. Exhaling, slowly lower down. Hug your knees to your chest and give yourself a little break as we move into back bending next. Plant the feet, spreading the feet about mat width. Bring your arms up by your ears and plant your hands right by your shoulders. Keep your feet parallel with each other, not pointing off the mat. Ready? Inhale, press down and lift up. Breathing for 5. Breathing for 4. Look at the mat. 3, 2, and 1. After your 5th breath, you can exhale, lower all the way down, or slowly come to the crown of your head. Take a break. Second one. Ready? Inhale, press down and lift up. As you move into your second back bend, you're going to walk your fingers closer to your heels. Then after you do that, breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhaling and slowly lower all the way down. One more time. Inhaling, press down and lift up. Now you're going to walk your hands in further than you did for that second one. So you want to take it nice and tight, trying to get your fingers to your heels. Ground your heels, breathing for 5. Look at your mat. 4, lift your hips. 3, 2, And 1. After your 5th breath, slowly lower all the way down. You can hug your knees into your chest, rock from side to side, give yourself a little massage. If you want to take Chakrasana again, go right ahead. If not, you can just simply roll up to a seated position. Extend the legs and take a simple forward fold. Holding here for several breaths, bowing the head. This is a decompression of the spine, so it doesn't have to be a deep forward fold. It can be a more restorative forward fold. And just breathe slowly. You can take about 5 to 10 breaths here. And then when you're done, inhale, lift the head, exhale, release. And let's take another Vinyasa. Inhale, lift up, jump or step back. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, we're going to come back through to a seated position and we're going to work on shoulder stand. There are many parts to this pose. It's called Salamba Sarvangasana, supported shoulder stand. So make sure you're laying on your back, point your toes. Inhale, lift your legs, lift your hips, and bring your hands as close to your shoulder blades as possible, bringing the weight in the triceps, the shoulder blades, and the back of the head. No part of your spine should be touching the mat at this point. Lift your chin away from your chest, breathing for 10. Breathing for 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Exhale into Halasana. Bring your toes to the floor, point your toes, interlace your fingers, extend your arms to the mat, hips over shoulders, breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend the knees, Karna Pidasana, squeeze your ears, heels together, breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, bring the legs back up into Salamba Sarvangasana, and exhale, bring them into Urdhva Padmasana, upward lotus. Supporting the back if you can, balance on the tops of the shoulders and the back of the head. Breathing here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. After your 5th breath, you're going to hinge from your hips, wrap your arms around your legs, and bind your hands in Pindasana, balancing on the tops of the shoulders, breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now after that 5th breath, you're going to extend your arms down to the mat and slowly lower down into Matsyasana. As the legs come down, you don't want to lift your head as you roll out of this pose until the legs come to the floor, and then you can use your elbows to support yourself to bring the crown of your head to the mat. Once you're in position, grab your feet with your hands, breathing for 5. Breathing for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and extend the legs, still balancing on the crown of your head. Arms and legs are parallel for Uttana Padasana. Breathing for 5. Breathing for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now you can take Chakrasana afterwards or slowly roll up to a seated position and take a Vinyasa. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhaling to downward facing dog. From here, drop to your knees. We're going to move into Parahasta Shirsasana, headstand. Come on down to your forearms. Notice how my elbows are right underneath my shoulders. Interlace your fingers, bending at the wrists. Then go ahead and place the head down into the hands and curl the toes under. Lift the knees up. Walk your feet to your face. In Ashtanga, there's only one way to do that pose, and that's with straight legs as you lift up. Point the toes. Breathing here for 10. Breathing for 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. After holding headstand for 10 breaths, slowly, we're going to lower the legs to halfway. So you're going to bring the legs parallel with the floor as the hips come past the shoulders. Keep the toes pointed, breathing for 5. If you can't see your toes, you're not doing it right. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Inhale, bring the legs back up. Demonstrate control. And then we're going to exhale, slowly lower down to the floor like a feather gently landing on the ground. Lower down to the knees and rest in child's pose. Don't lift your head. All the fluids are at the crown of the head. We want to let them marinate there for a little bit before we move on to our final lotus postures. Extend your arms. Inhale to a plank position. Exhale to chaturanga. Inhaling to upward facing dog. Exhaling to downward facing dog. And then look forward, jump or step to the top of your mat, feet together, and extend the legs. Now we're going to move into Padmasana, or Baddha Padmasana. Take your right foot into half lotus first, left leg on top. Wrap your left arm around your back, catch your foot. Take your right arm around your back on top of your left arm, catch your right foot. Inhale, look up. And exhale, fold, bowing your head to the floor. We're going to hold here for 10 breaths, breathing for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, breathing for 1. After you stay in Baddha Padmasana for 10 slow, deep breaths, we're going to inhale, come up, and move into Yogi Mudrasana. Thumb and index fingers together, rest your wrists on your knees, bow your chin to your chest, breathing here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, breathing for 3, breathing for 2, breathing for 1. After 10 slow, deep breaths in Yogi Mudrasana, I'm just taking my time in this pose. I really enjoy it. That means the hard work is almost done. We're going to move into Utpluthi. So bring your hands underneath your hips, lift your knees. Ready? Lift up. Breathing for 10, knees towards the armpits. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, lower down. Bring the hands to heart center. Interlace the fingers, flip the palms, reach up. Inhale, exhale, fold. Bring the hands to the floor. Breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's do the closing mantra. Swasti prajabhyaha paripalayantam nyayena margena mahim mahishaha gobra manebhyaha shubhamastu nicham lokaha samastaha sukhino bhavantu om shanti shanti shantihi. Thank you for joining me today. You can release your legs, turn around on your mat, place the crown of your head at the top of your mat, roll on down to your back, and rest in Shavasana for at least the next 5 minutes. May you go with peace.